federal government contracting. Today, the amount of money they spend is now well over $600 billion. And I'm here to talk about these amazing benefits that go along with being a federal government contractor. I know some of you that are watching may be thinking, oh my gosh, isn't there so much red tape? What about all of this jargon? Oh my gosh, is it even worth working with the federal government? These are things that I hear all of the time. And I'm here to tell you, one of the main benefits of being a federal government contractor, whether you're a prime contractor, you're a subcontractor, even if you don't even know what these words means, this is a recession-proof market. When I first started, it was December 2007. I was on the verge of earning my PhD from Florida Institute of Technology. Shout out to the Panthers. Boom, we enter into 2008. It's an exciting time. I remember a good friend of mine, she recently purchased her first house. There were all of these new homes going up in the Central Florida area. It was amazing to see the growth. Then what ended up happening, we had a housing bubble, we had a recession, we had a ton of layoffs, all of this different economic turmoil. At the same time, that is when I had officially incorporated KPC that May of 2008. But by then, I had several months in the federal government contracting space. I didn't feel the impacts of any of it, of the housing crisis, of the downsizing, of the bailouts. I didn't feel any of those things because often the government is a year ahead with their budgets and they have multi-year plans. So they know well in advance what they're going to fund, how much they would like to receive, as well as how much they receive. So therefore, whatever happens with the economy, it didn't impact me. So this is a space that is recession proof. The other amazing benefit of federal government contracting is you are working toward a bigger mission. Regardless of the organization that you're providing services or goods for, there's always this overarching mission. Practically every single federal government website, you can check it out, you can fact check me. They'll list their mission. If they have a strategic plan, they usually will have like an org chart. And what's cool is you're not just providing computers or staffing a help center or call center, but you're helping this greater mission. It could be keeping the U.S. free of foodborne illnesses, or protecting borders, or helping out with making sure that states have the different needs that they require. Who knows? There are tons and tons of organizations in the federal government. So it's really cool because you're helping something bigger and better than you. So it's a great way to serve our amazing nation. Another benefit of government contracting is it's a great segue into state and local government opportunities if you're not already there, because many of the certifications that are available on the federal side, you can also use on the state and local side. So that's really cool, as well as the past performance really helps out. So for example, not too long ago, my flagship company bid on some work for the city of Clearwater, Florida. The work entailed training, coaching, all of this like organizational development efforts. And they wanted proof of performance, which comes in the form of asking about your past performance. Who have you provided service to? What did you do? How much did they pay you? What was the end result? And all of the examples that we used were with the federal government. They never said, oh gosh, never. And we actually received very detailed feedback, extremely detailed feedback. And for that actual effort, there were about 15 different firms, and we came in number 2, which I was so proud of because my flagship company, I mean, we had only think that was like our first state local opportunity we had really bid on ever in 10 years. So it was great that we came in second. Ultimately, the city of Clearwater decided to kind of cancel that effort. And instead they said, hey, we're just going to create this list of qualified vendors. And if someone within the city is interested, they will reach out to you. So nonetheless, it shows, hey, the past performance, they loved it. No one questioned it. The other great benefit of working with the federal government, you got to get closer for this one. They always pay. They always pay. In over 14 years of being in this space, never, ever have I been in a situation where I'm like, oh man, they didn't pay me. They screwed me over. Oh man, I can't believe it. What am I going to do? Never, never. Have there been late payments? Yes. Really late payments? Yes. Have there been situations with processing payments? Of course. Have there been confusion with uploading and which system to use and things of that nature? Of course. But that's no different than the different commercial clients that we've worked with. For instance, we worked with Walmart Grocery. They had a system in place where we had to upload our invoice, and get this, their accounts payable were 90 days. With the federal government, it's 30 days. And in many situations, as a small business, they will pay you within 15 business days. And anytime they're late usually meaning after 30 days, get this, you get interest. So not only are you always paid, but you get interest. It's a great place to be. And I've never had a payment bounce, never. It's all ACH. The bank account information that you provide in sam.gov in your profile, that's what they use to pay you. That's why it's super important that you hold on to that information and that you're very careful as far as who you outsource to update your profile, to sign you up, because if they get in there and change that banking information, you ain't gonna get your money. I'm letting you know now. Another benefit of being in the federal government space is that you can easily expand into other areas. You could enter this space as an accountant, a CPA, and within a couple of years, you could be an 8A firm, purchase a construction company, and now have well over $25 million in federal government contracts. There's a company that I know just like that out of the Central Florida area. And no one questions it as long as you can back it up. So it's really cool. So for instance, my flagship company, we started out in diversity and inclusion, and it was just yours truly. As time went on, we then started to pivot into different areas of training, curriculum development, IT, and all these various areas. And we always kind of wove everything together. So it didn't seem like, why are you doing this? Why are you going to this area? We're going to trust you. Instead, we were able to demonstrate each and every time situation, action, and that end result with all of our clients. So they knew, oh, wow, they deliver. This is what we're going to get, regardless of what that service or product is. So therefore, we were able to pivot into all of these areas. And this is extremely common. Big companies like IBM are in a variety of areas. They just may not advertise it. There are big billion-dollar companies who have janitorial contracts, but may be known for creating weapons. And so it just provides that cushion so that in case the budget in defense is decreased and maybe the budget in Homeland Security is increased, you're able to really balance that and you're not impacted. And this is why federal government space is so amazing, because you can easily do that and people aren't going to question it. The other thing that's so amazing about the federal government space is you can go from 0 employees, maybe it's just you and you haven't even made yourself an employee yet, to overnight 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 employees that are all billable. We're not talking about you received some type of funding, you received your Series B funding, so now you have $10 million to go forward and spend away. We're talking about billable people. That's also what's really cool about this space, is it happens like that. I went from 2 people to 7 people just so quickly. I had no experience. in that, meaning I didn't work for a firm. I wasn't accustomed to leading like my own employees. Of course, I made it work, but it's really cool to be able to see how fast you can scale. And that's also as you continue in the space, you can go from a 7 to maybe 57 to 107. My mentor, right before she sold, she had over 225 employees. It can be done. It's a beautiful space. And I know y'all are amazing. And I know you want to learn from the best. I am here to help you speed up the time it takes to win profitable federal government contracts faster than any other coach out there. I have a proven system. You know you need to run to get on my wait list at govconwinners.com. Please go there. Please sign up. Y'all are amazing. This is a beautiful space, and I know you have what the federal government wants to purchase. Please subscribe. Please hit that notification button. Comment below, and don't forget, y'all, everything